Now, wintertime might not seem the best time to visit the coast of North Norfolk, but Wells next to the sea is an interesting place to visit all year round. Check this out. This is a misty, cool December morning, and it's very quiet, and there's plenty to do still. There's plenty of places to go, there's plenty of things to look at, and plenty of things to photograph. I always start with a walk along the harbour wall and to look at the albatross boat and reminisce about the albatross sketch from Monty Python, of course, who wouldn't? But it is quite a striking thing. It's still under renovation, it's being done bit by bit, and full credit to the owners, they're not rushing it, trying to get it right. But it's quite an impressive thing standing there in all its majesty. Now, of course, you can walk along the harbour wall and admire the boats. And the good thing about Wells as well is the sea goes out a long way and comes in a long way. So you get a different shot when the tide's out to when it's in. I particularly like it when the tide's out and the boats are hanging off the sides of the sandbanks and making it look quite interesting, just stranded there in the air. Particularly popular with people like myself who are interested in history is the lifeboat, the Lucy Lavers. Now, built in 1940 for Aldeburgh, to be fair. But it actually very quickly was deployed to Dunkirk to fetch troops back. And it's been operating on the North Norfolk coast for some time. I'm quite sure when it came up to Norfolk from Aldeburgh, but it's been here quite a while and it's well loved by the locals. The town of Wells next to the sea retains its charm throughout the colder months. Many of the independent shops and galleries stay open, offering a treasure trove of unique gifts and local crafts. It's also an ideal time to explore without the usual hustle and bustle, allowing to appreciate the details of the historic town, and allows a little bit of street photography, which is this great variance that you have here between seascape and landscape. Some wildlife as well, because the nature reserves are outstanding, and of course a little bit of street photography. The variance that I like.
Leave me like cloth on a hanger, let me get eaten by prey. All I can lose has been taken away. Hey, 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 hey. Don't mind me. We both know what this is.
No trip to Wells is complete without dropping into Burnham Market, especially at Christmas time. See how they've illuminated the place. A little village or a little town, it's got some class. It's always worth 2 minutes of your time. Just a little walk away, or a short car ride for that matter, is the Holcombe Nature Reserve, which is UNESCO recognised. And it takes on an ethereal beauty in winter and has many migrating birds to look at if you're into wildlife. I confess I'm not. I enjoy looking at wildlife photographs, but as a photographer, it isn't where my interests lie. I don't have the patience for it. I have absolute respect and nothing but positive thoughts for people that have, and thankfully they take pictures that we can all admire. Now, if you are going to come to Wales in winter, there's a couple of things you need to bear in mind. You need to wrap up warm, because the sea produces a wind which is what my grandmother would say would go right through you. You need to make sure you've got decent footwear on, because the sand and around the edges is a bit mucky, as we used to say, and a bit boggy, and you need stout footwear on. And most importantly, I always stress this, is check the tide times. There's a lifeboat at Wells for a reason. A lot of people get caught out on the sandbanks. When the sea comes in, it comes in fast and cuts off behind you. Now, it's possible to walk right across the stream if you've got Wellingtons on when the time's out, providing you get your tides right, but you will get cut off if you don't know what you're doing. And one thing about dogs is we always take our dog with us to Wales. It's a very, very dog-friendly destination. You can take your dog anywhere, really. It's a pretty cool place for canines. Yeah, so Wales, there you go. Offers something completely different, I think, in wintertime. It's an escape from the ordinary. You get that variance of genres for photography, which I like. It's a place to slow down and appreciate the raw beauty of the Norfolk coast, and to find peace in the sound of the waves. Whether you're a photographer, a nature lover, or simply seeking a quiet retreat, Wells Next to Say will capture your heart, no matter what season. So bundle up and hit the road, and let the crisp winter air embrace you. The charm of the place will rejuvenate your spirit, I guarantee it. Thanks for watching.